Hi, I'm Will Benedicts, and welcome to another episode of Proctor Car Tips. Last time we looked at the history of leasing. Today, we're going to go a little bit more in depth with leasing an automobile. We'll also compare a lease and a purchase. One of the biggest questions that we get asked is, what is leasing? In its most basic form, leasing is just paying for the amount of time that you use the vehicle. So how does leasing work? It's actually a very simple way of financing a vehicle. You take the sales price of the vehicle, and you take what it's worth in 3 years. That's called a residual value. The difference between those two is your depreciation. With a lease, what you're simply paying for is the usage of the vehicle over the time that you've leased it, plus a nominal interest rate. To see how that compares against a purchase, we'll take a look at a scenario side by side of both of those so you can make an informed decision on how to finance your next vehicle. Purchasing a car is the second biggest investment that most people will make in their lives. To compare purchasing for leasing, we have very quickly broken down two scenarios for you. Both of these will use the average sales price of a sedan in the United States today, average interest rates, and average values on the cars. As you can see, to purchase a vehicle, including all of your taxes and finance charges, over the next 6-year loan, you're going to pay $37,688. That gives you a payment of $539 over that 72-month time. Keep in mind, that's just the car. That doesn't count everything else you need to do to keep your car in working condition, such as the maintenance, things like your oil changes or tire rotations. It doesn't count repairs. The average ALG repair on these cars is about $1,530, plus a new set of tires over the 6 years at $600. You will have spent, total on your car, $44,700. At the end of that time, according to Manheim, according to Edmunds, and according to KBB, your car is worth $10,200. Subtract that out, and you have spent $34,560 in real money to purchase and take care of your car over 6 years. Now let's take a look at leasing using the same parameters as we did on the purchase. Your payments would be $400 over 36 months. The reason they're less is because you're only paying for the usage of the car over the amount of time that you lease it, which means your taxes and your finance charges are a little bit less. You'll have paid $14,400 over the life of the 36-month lease. At the end of the lease, you pay $300 to turn that vehicle back in. You're up to a total of $14,700 to drive the vehicle over 3 years. Now let's include all the rest of the vehicle ownership. Your maintenance charges come out to $872 over the 3 years, bringing you up to $15,572. You will not have any repair bills because you're covered under factory warranty for the life of the lease, and you will not need to put any new tires on the car. You come up with $15,572 total to drive the car for 3 years. After that lease is over, you get to pick a 3-year newer car and do it all over again. You have paid $31,144 to lease that car over 6 years versus the $34,564 to purchase the vehicle over the 6 years. Well, now that we've got a little bit more in depth with leasing and compared a lease and a purchase, next time we're going to go over some of the major questions customers tend to have with leasing a vehicle. I'm Will Benedicts. If you have any questions, please comment or click the subscribe button below for more Proctor Car Tips.